Is it wet out there?
Yeah, a little bit.
We're leaving Shoal Bay, great spot. It's raining pretty steadily right now, so going from the lower station, and Amy is getting the lines off. So little to no wind, so that's nice, and we're gonna head down to the Dent Lodge. Go check that out. It's gonna be expensive, high-end place. Supposed to be really neat though, so we'll check it out. Is it wet out there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, we're on our way to the Dent Lodge, is that it?
Dent Island.
Dent Island Lodge. We just left Shoal Bay. It's pouring down rain. Actually, it's not pouring right now, but it's steady rain. And great place.
It was really nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. And we had plenty of room, too.
Yeah.
We were worried about if there's going to be space because we got there late in the day. And it was no problem at all.
We arrived just in time for happy hour.
Just in time for happy hour, so that was good. Friendly people and beautiful grounds.
Basically, it's private property, but if you're staying on the dock, they grant you access to the property. You have to keep dogs on leash. And lovely people. She had a beautiful garden, but it started to rain, so we didn't get footage of that.
Yep.
And you can actually enjoy the produce from the garden if you leave a little donation.
Yeah, it's really cool. So, yeah. So now to the bougie place. Now we'll see how that is in the rain. Amy wants her hot tub, so.
And I'm gonna enjoy a drink by a hot fire.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Yeah, so here we go. Should be there shortly. It's a quick run, and we got a little bit of current with us, so that's nice.
And we have to go through Dent Rapids.
Yeah, I got to go through the rapids. So, yeah, it's just about ready to turn to. It's still going to be going with us for a little bit. That's kind of the plan. Get a couple knot push, not too much, and not fight it. If there is any question when slack water is at the rapids, just look for all the boats. Everyone is trying to cross at slack, and we look like we're leading the charge.
We're going through Dent Rapids now. It's not that exciting, but we planned it that way. So. We are getting a little bit of a push, but not much.
Couple knots.
Couple knots.
Right after the rapids, we turned into Dent Island Lodge in steady pouring rain. Despite the deluge, the staff was still out to help us with the lines and assigned us to a perfect spot front and center of the lodge main building and right near the rapids. The Dent Island Lodge is an exclusive resort situated on the Dent Island tidal rapids that run between Dent Island and the mainland. Once we got settled in, we headed up to the main lodge. Given the rainy day, a cocktail in front of a fire with a game of Scrabble was a perfect combination.
Outside the lodge, the rapids were roaring north with the ebb tide. Amy was missing her hot tub time, and the hot tub is in a great location, overlooking the rapids. And if you need some more exercise, there is a fitness room with a great view also.
So we're in the sauna. It's not on right now, but you can sit there, sweat away,
And look at this amazing view.
and look at the view. Amy's doing the fun part.
Even in fancy places, we have to do laundry.
So we're going to dinner now, up at the place, and what is it? It's a chef's.
It's a chef's tasting menu that they prepare in front of you at the table, and it's set up right by the rapids, and it's going to be amazing, and you're going to love it.
Before dinner, we had a cocktail and some of the complimentary hors d'oeuvres. Then it was to the outside dining at the Rapids Grill. The steady rain made for a perfect ambiance. The chef explained what was in each tasting dish and how it was prepared, and even where the ingredients came from. There were 6 courses served, which included tuna, scallops, spot prawns, gnocchi, venison tenderloin, and a salted chocolate tart for dessert. And it was all excellent. Reservations are required in advance for the chef's tasting. We got lucky to get in as there was a cancellation.
I got up early and wanted to enjoy every last bit of the lodge. Mike was still sleeping, so I went up for breakfast in the main dining room. Since it was after the fishermen had already left for their salmon trips, I had the dining room almost to myself. There was a nice breakfast bar with oatmeal, yogurt, cereal, and other light breakfast items, which is included in your breakfast or can be ordered separately.
I've been craving Eggs Benedict since the beginning of the trip, and I couldn't decide between the regular Eggs Benedict and the salmon ones, and she said, why decide? I'll have him make you one of each. So here it is.
It was getting closer to departure time, but I had to get in one last look at the rapids and the lodge.
Like all marinas in the area, checkout is not a set time on the clock, but when the rapids go slack. So with Gillard Passage and hole in the wall to pass through, we departed on our way to anchor in the Octopus Islands and Wyatt Bay.
Didn't mind a little bit of rain, but this is beautiful. We're back into the sunshine.
In shorts.
In shorts. Although I'm still wearing a jacket.
have shown you what we do in the anchor locker when there's just two of us, and I'll show you a little bit about what I do at the front. So the first part of this, Mike is going to be down in the anchor locker, moving the chain around so that it doesn't castle up. And I'm going to go ahead and take off the bridle first, right here. So I'm going to bring up the first 75 feet of chain, and Mike will make room for it in the locker. We don't have a lot of wind, so I'm not worried about us running into anyone. I watched the angle of the chain, and right now it's straight up and down. Super muddy. Wow, this is really muddy.
We're leaving the Wyatt Bay in the Octopus Islands, and it was a nice night. Breezy when we came in, and we were able to tuck in a nice little spot. So did everybody else. It was a little crowded in there, but it was okay. Everybody was fine. And we were going to go take the walk to the lake yesterday, but yeah, had the dinghy issues. Well, water in the gasoline from the big rain doesn't help, and that new fuel tank, I've not been impressed. Luckily I had some other gas, got all that gas out, put it in a bucket. I gotta get rid of that now. So it's always something. And but it runs great now with no water in it. And so we're gonna go to Kelsey Bay, I think it is, and we got a slip there.
Where are we going?
And Kelsey Bay? No.
We're going to Heriot Bay.
Harriet Bay. Glad she checked on that. So we're going to Harriet Bay, and we got a slip there. So gonna replenish our gasoline for the dinghy, and we'll check it out. And but yeah, beautiful day today. Yeah, probably should have stayed another day, but we're moving on. And then I think we're gonna go back to Desolation Sound for maybe a few days or a week. I don't know. So we don't have to be back for another month, and no rush to get back. Just gonna slowly make our way back.
We just had one more set of narrows to shoot, surge narrows, and we were getting quite the hang of it, namely hitting the narrows not right at slack, but while it was still going in the direction we wanted to go. It really helps with the fuel efficiency.
We're picking up some good speed here. You know, nothing fast yet, but it should be shooting through here pretty good. Not too much. A few hours ago it would have been really fast.
We had one viewer tell us that they wanted us to film us doing more fun and crazy, exciting things. But this is exactly how I like it. Calm and peaceful. I don't really want to go through a narrows and have it be crazy and exciting, so...
As long as go with us. It is now we're 9.5 knots. Got a little bit of current here, gonna pick up a little bit more.
The run through the narrows was easy, and it's always fun to watch the whirlpools and the eddies. Right before Harriet Bay, we passed Rebecca Spit, a very popular anchoring spot. There are two marinas in Harriet Bay, the Harriet Bay Public Wharf and the Harriet Bay Inn and Marina. We got a spot at the Harriet Bay Inn. Our assigned slip was all the way forward between the already docked boats, a very narrow passage, but I'm always up for a challenge. The grounds of the Harriet Bay Inn are beautiful and have great views. And you can even get in a game of chess.
So we were told that this is the path to the store. It's behind the inn and behind the restaurant.
And we saw
Yeah, we saw some people coming with some food.
a guy with beer and ice cream.
Beer and ice cream.
So that looked promising.
Yep, looks promising.
The Harriet Bay store is a mid-sized supermarket and a convenient provisioning spot. It's within walking distance of the marina. And best of all, they will deliver your groceries right to the marina.
They're going to deliver our groceries.
When you buy this much. When we only came in for a few things. So not only do they deliver the groceries, they deliver you back to the boat. So this is quite first class.
We might not be getting a ride.
Van won't start, so we're gonna get a ride one way or the other.
Otherwise, I'm hijacking the cart.
So the store van wouldn't start. I guess they've been having some problems with it. So one of the store employees is just using his personal car and going to take Amy and the groceries down to the marina. That's really first class. But of course, it's a great idea because you're going to buy more. We bought a lot more than we would have if we had to carry it all the way, you know. So I like how a lot of these places, the grocery stores, you know, adapt for boaters. So yeah, it's working out pretty cool. But it makes a lot of sense. They understand where the money comes from, at least partially. That a lot of people are boating in, and they're going to provision. So, you know, try to get them to buy more. It's a good idea. But I'm walking back because, you know, guy's personal car. I don't want to put the dog in there, and it's not a bad walk. It's actually really pretty close. So, even if we did have to carry stuff, even 2 trips wouldn't be anything. It's maybe 1/8 of a mile.
When we got back and put all our provisionings away, Bailey got to do her favorite activity, swimming. But that is usually followed by one of her least favorite activities. We were in the mood for a pub meal, so we headed there for dinner. It was good and it hit the spot. Join us in our next episode when we return to Desolation Sound and anchor in Squirrel Cove. We take a rather strenuous but much needed hike over to Von Donop Inlet. Then we take the dinghy into Squirrel Cove Lagoon at the last of the high flood, and we explore the area. We run over to the Squirrel Cove General Store and check it out. And Bailey would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe.